So for as long as I've known, I've always wanted to make things. But as I got older, that natural curiosity to creativity dimmed. I started my career as a design engineer, studying mechanical engineering, using 3D CAD software to design tools and equipment for conventional machining, 3D printing and plastic injection molding. Now, this worked really well for me because I could see my ideas and concepts become real working mechanical solutions. But as my career progressed, I got pushed in a different direction, and that well of creativity I had was no longer getting tapped into. It stayed like this for a little while, and years ago I had been gifted a sterling silver pendant, and that was when the first idea came to me that I could make something like this, but I'd never really acted on it until I'd realised the passions and projects that I wanted to really work on. That was when I really started researching how to make jewellery, what techniques and tools I needed, and how I could get started. So feeling confident and with clarity on what I wanted to do, I bought some tools, and in my parents' shed I got started, but after a few weeks that pretty much stopped. I carried this idea with me everywhere. I was always wearing this pendant, so it was a tangible reminder for me of what I wanted to do and this ultimate goal I had of making my own jewellery. I continued researching techniques on jewellery design and jewellery making, and I came across programs that could work for me. With my familiarity with the 3D space, there was digital means to create my designs, my ideas and my models and send them off to a casting company to be produced in silver. So immediately I got the programs and started getting to work wherever I could on my laptop in my bedroom. So about 3 years after having that initial idea of wanting to make jewellery, I finally had the first 2 physical design ideas. Now this was a really powerful feeling for me, knowing that my ideas become a real, tangible reality. This almost lit a fire in me. I had this well of creativity that was finally getting sort of tapped into and pulled upon, and it kind of lifted a big weight off my shoulders. So jewellery is a craft as old as time, and I wouldn't say I'm a traditional jeweller. I craft my designs and ideas using techniques and processes that I am familiar with. At the time I didn't really have the tools nor the equipment or the workspace to do, the more traditional techniques. I still don't have all the tools. I still don't have the space that I need. I was working wherever I could find. When I first set out, I was just working from my laptop on my lap in the corner of my garage. I didn't even have a workbench or a light. It was just whatever workspace I could find. And I kind of pushed through because I knew there were ideas and designs and concepts that I wanted to create. I wanted to make a reality. And now I'm fortunate enough to have a workspace that I'm proud of, that I can use. It's not nowhere near complete and it's nowhere near set up perfectly the way I want it. It still doesn't have electricity, it still doesn't have lights, but it was something that I dreamt of for so long, of having this space that was uniquely mine, that I could do the projects I wanted to in. But when I first set out, that was fiction. That was something that I never thought would be possible. A part of being creative is wanting it so badly that you're willing to overcome any obstacle in the way. You have to adapt and find a way anyway, because that feeling of seeing, hearing, holding your idea is powerful. So you must start, especially if you're not ready.